This is the long-awaited Jeep Gladiator. It's here. It's really here. It has been raining for 12 hours solid in Napa, and it's supposed to rain for the next 12. So we're gonna have a lot of fun in the mud, seeing if this is more than just a novelty item with a bed in the back, or if the Gladiator is a real pickup truck. The folks at Jeep definitely have something unique looking on their hands. But as you would expect, this is also a highly capable tool. No, we did not eliminate the rain in post, but we decided to use some fancy B-roll footage from Jeep so you can actually see the Gladiator not in this deluge. According to press materials, towing capacity and payload capacity boast best-in-class numbers. That's 150 more pounds of towing than competitor Ford Ranger and almost 800 pounds more than the Toyota Tacoma. The Nissan Frontier carries a payload about 100 pounds less, but the Ford Ranger claims to be able to hold up to 1,860 pounds, which is a little bit more than the Gladiator. That's about 6,000 pounds of boat and trailer back there, so this can definitely tow. Now that's thanks in part to a slightly wider grille than that is on the Wrangler. It's more open, so more air intake equals better engine cooling equals better towing capacity. Another thing that those competitors do not have is Jeep's legendary off-road capabilities. On the Sport and Overland models, Jeep's Command Track 4x4 system comes standard and features a 2-speed transfer case and heavy-duty Dana 44 front and rear axles, with a 10mm thicker tube to do more truck-like things. The Rubicon, yes, there is a Rubicon Gladiator, of course there is. That's what we're driving here, comes standard with the Rocktrack 4x4 system, which includes those Dana 44 axles, but also locking differentials and an electronic sway bar disconnect feature for getting over tougher terrain. Now the Gladiator has an 11.1-inch ground clearance and can ford through 30 inches of water, which today I feel like we're going through more like 30 inches of mud. I'm actually driving this off-road course with a manual transmission, which is a little bit more challenging in all of this dirt. Normally, I would love to be doing some left foot braking, but I'm doing left foot clutching instead. Oh my gosh. So I think the biggest question on the off-roading capability of the Gladiator comes down to that extended length in the back, and specifically the breakover angle and how much you can get over obstacles because of that extended wheelbase. The only place that I've really seen that wheelbase make a huge difference is in the turning. It has a tendency to kind of turn sideways. It doesn't turn as sharply as a shorter vehicle would, but man, this is still very surprisingly capable. So the Rubicon version of the Gladiator comes with something called Select Speed Control, which is basically like a cruise control for off-roading. And it controls speed within 1 and 5 miles an hour. I'm personally not a huge fan of those kinds of systems, but if you are driving downhill, especially on loose stuff, it can help prevent slippage, so it can be a really helpful system. There's actually a tire pressure feature that will allow you to set the PSI where you want it, and then when you're airing down or airing up, it will set off a chime and a chirp to let you know when you have achieved the desired PSI. God, you guys, I wish that you could do this while it's raining in this gnarly weather. It's so scary. You can also get front off-road cameras, which we love, but they never take the place of getting out and seeing obstacles for yourself. So safety first when off-roading, or maybe safety second today. Whichever trim you choose, skid plates come standard, as well as front and rear tow hooks, presumably for getting everyone else out of trouble. The Rubicon's front bumper is winch ready. If adding more aftermarket equipment is interesting to you, then you're in luck. Mopar's got 200 products coming for the Gladiator that you can customize your rig with. Are you not entertained? Sorry, I couldn't help it. Initially, there's a single engine option available on the Gladiator, a 3.6-liter V6 engine mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission. An 8-speed automatic transmission is available if you choose. Coming later will be a 3-liter EcoDiesel V6. The 8-speed automatic will be the diesel engine's only transmission option. Gladiator's body-on-frame construction uses a new lightweight, high-strength steel frame, so it's still tough. This is a Jeep and it is a truck, so it's never going to feel like a Bentley Mulsanne on the road, but I have to say they do a really nice job keeping things smooth. I'm not feeling a ton of vibration. I do hear a little bit of road noise, but again, that's expected. On both the Sport and the Overland, that's going to come with 32-inch tires standard, and those are all-season Bridgestone, so you're going to have a little bit of a smoother ride than you would on the Rubicon, which comes with 33-inch all-terrain tires or mud tires, and you're going to feel the road a little bit more on those. The steering is responsive, and I'm not feeling a lot of body roll through turns. Overall, the Gladiator is a comfortable ride. All the Gladiator's off-road capability also comes with available on-road safety features like blind spot warnings, rear cross traffic alerts, and adaptive cruise control. Jeep's Uconnect system comes standard with a 5-inch touchscreen that's upgradable to a 7 or 8.4-inch version with navigation. Okay, I have to admit, the first time I saw this, I thought, holy moly, that thing is ginormous. And it is, but it is so unique looking and so cool that I absolutely love it. You guys, it is a convertible truck. Let that sink in for a second. There are hard and soft top options. The doors actually come off really easily now, and there's this incredibly handy toolkit that's right under the seat right there so that you can figure it out, kind of like IKEA instructions. The interior looks and feels familiar, with the similar center stack and console of the latest JK Wrangler generation. The circle gauges look like Jeeps of the past, which is a nice historical touch. It's rugged, but it still has some leather-wrapped surfaces, but doesn't feel like it's going to be a problem when it gets dirty. Notice I said when. Okay, so the great thing about the rear is there are 3 different positions that you can put the seats in. Obviously regular for when you have passengers, but you can put the seats up, stadium seating, and there's great storage underneath the seats, lock boxes that are optional. But you can also put this down and put this seat flat here, and there's also an optional wireless speaker for those romantic sunset afternoons. All right, Jeep. In addition to a lot of the visual internal and external cues of the Wrangler JL, there is an obvious difference. Okay, so this is a truck, so we're going to talk about the bed for a second. Now, it is a damped tailgate, so that's actually really nice. And it has the ability to be put in a second position here. So if you want to purchase things like drywall or 2x4s, they can extend out beyond the tailgate. The bed is high-strength steel. It's not made out of composite because Jeep wanted to make sure that everything was really nice and strong. It's got 4 tie-downs back here. The ones that are here are fixed, and these are foldable and movable. The other really nice thing about this, at least for people of my size, is I can actually reach into the bed, which on most mid-sized trucks, I actually can't do that. The spray-in liner is an option. Personally, I think it actually looks better with the liner in here, and obviously it's more heavy duty. There's some lighting in here that comes standard across all of the trims. There are also, if you want as an option, there are some storage management systems that can be put in here, as well as these cleats, which are movable. So you got a lot of options back here. There's a trailer hitch here, as well as this third brake light, which they actually had to integrate into the tailgate because, of course, when the top is off on your convertible Jeep, you're not going to have it up there. Base price on the Sport trim starts around $35,000, including destination charges. For the Rubicon, add about $10,000 to that number. As for EPA estimates, feast your eyes. And now for my windblown and barely audible wrap-up. Hey, thanks, Mother Nature. With so few mid-sized truck options out there today, the Gladiator is a breath of fresh air. It doesn't look like anything else in the segment, but it stays true to its Jeep roots. And like its cousin, the Wrangler, it is capable plus. So, did we answer the question, is it just a Wrangler with a bed on the back? Yes and no. And I have to say that yes is actually a high compliment. God, I love the way this thing looks. Okay, I'm so waterlogged now, I gotta get out of here.